Welcome to the Allah Muhammad Muslim podcast with your hosts Ronnie Al Hamahora
Oh my.
and Shane Dalhale Fashala.
Hopefully those are not proper words that mean anything demeaning. But welcome back to the Northwest Trenches podcast. I believe this episode would be number 44. Last week I lost track, so we're trying to keep it on track.
Yeah.
Next week we might have a Thanksgiving special.
Yep.
So that will be something we're going to look forward to. It might be the week after that. I don't know how this timing works. Last thing I heard, Thanksgiving is like the 28th or something like that.
It is. That's true.
So probably 2 weeks from now. But still, it'll be a fun time. And speaking of which, for holiday stuff, did you know that Christmas is on a Wednesday?
That's weird. I don't know if I like Christmas being on a Wednesday.
Yeah, it feels like a business day, you know? Like,
yeah.
Why would you put
Christmas,
it on a Wednesday?
Christmas is a good like Friday holiday, I feel like. You know.
Same thing with Halloween on like a Thursday or a Friday. That goes hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Just the phrasing is funny. Sorry, I got myself on that one.
I had to put that one together. I'm not firing on all cylinders right now.
It's all right. I'm still recovering from a sinus attack I had about a week ago.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I talked about it last pod or not. But
no.
Yeah, last Thursday my entire face was just in pain. It started with the left eye socket, went to the right, and then it went down to my jaw, and I thought I couldn't eat at all. It was a nightmare.
I would have immediately thought if that would happen to me, I would have been like, "Yep, I'm dying."
Yeah.
It's been a good run, I guess, but I'm dying now.
All that pain in my face, and somehow I ate an entire meal, and then went to bed. It was like immediate. Like I had a sandwich and mac and cheese, and I just devoured it. And then I went straight to bed at like 7 at night, and that was it. That was my whole day. I slept for 12 hours, woke up at 7 the next day, and felt completely better. I don't know if that's my privilege showing or something, but that is
your
what
privilege.
Happened. Yeah, my Spanglish privilege. Yeah, just a little bit of it.
Yeah, a little siesta, 12-hour siesta.
Yeah, dude, I honestly hope that there's some like legality stuff for minorities in the workplace where they get more break time depending on the situation.
No.
I just...
Dude, if they're getting more break time and I'm not, fuck that shit.
I just know, like, so...
Equal opportunities, all right? The equal opportunity would be, let me take a long-ass break, too, okay?
Okay. I just know there's a lot of people working out there that have at least a job and a half with how the economy's set up. So giving them an extended break would be kind of beneficial so they could actually work that whole time, you know?
Yeah, well, they should give it to me too if that's what you're running with. I deserve it. I've been at the same job for like a year now, okay? That's dedication.
That is dedication.
Dedication that many could not understand.
Almost as much dedication as a friend of the show, Fish Tank, for the past 3 weeks, pretty much, have been rolling on this season. And every single time I watch it, it gets better. I don't know what it is. There's some sort of foundational improvement going on with this show every single day.
Yeah, they be smoking that Norwood Reaper pack. That's why the show's so good.
To date this just a little bit, they just got done with a prisoner experiment.
Yeah.
If you want to go in depth on that, you can, but that is where
I
we
honestly didn't get a chance to watch a lot of it, so I'm not well read on that one.
are.
Yeah, it's actually really unfortunate I'm not able to watch the show as much. I've said this before as previous seasons, just because I have so much fucking shit going on, and it's kind of annoying because especially when I'm at school.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I'm at school, I open up the website and I'm like, I'm gonna watch some fucking Fish Tank, and there's always something big happening,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm being lectured about like heating and cooling, and I'm like, fuck,
But hey,
I just want to watch
you're
this
learning.
fucking show.
At least you're
Yeah,
learning.
I am. I know a thing or two about evaporators and condensers, and I know like different types of compressors and shit. So, yeah.
Most of what I've been doing, yesterday I recorded the audio for the E3 video I'm working on.
Yeah.
And it's 15 pages and 45 minutes of audio. So now I have to trim that down and then segment it and then get all the footage to connect with what I'm talking about and then send it out.
Wait a minute, pages.
Yeah.
Is that like
I wrote a lot.
Slip a little Slender Man reference in there just now?
Just a tad. I mean, sometimes he shows up in the closet back there. I don't know if you've noticed every episode or two.
Man. HP support assistant. Nice.
It's an ongoing gag now.
Show, dude.
It's an ongoing
every show
gag.
I gotta put up with these fucking clowns. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
And it's like they're not even a funny clown, they're a John Wayne Gacy clown that's going to like have gay sex with you and kill you. Thank God I didn't have to open up Task Manager for that one. That shit's always annoying.
Oh, there was actually a job that was appealing on Indeed for what I studied in college.
Yeah,
and
what was
it? Commercial AV technician or something like that. And I read through it, and it's like you set up sets, you record whatever you need to record, you piece together the ad for the person, for the client, and then you send it out. And if they're like, change this thing, then you have to reshoot it and then change it and then see if they like it.
Actually, I'm not a big fan of that cut.
yeah, exactly.
Shut up, pussy. Shut up, pussy.
Like, I'm imagining I record first time around, and then I show it to the client, and they go, why did you cut on the spaghetti there? Like, the spaghetti needs to look as appetizing as possible. Why would you cut it out? And I'd be like, fuck off.
I'll mail you a nail bomb. How does that sound, woman? You fucking bitch. I'll just mail you a fucking nail bomb.
This is a joke. But yeah.
Yeah, dude. In Minecraft.
We're kind of covering our jokes here if they get that extreme, because YouTube services are very, very particular about how we talk about things.
YouTube are a bunch of fucking pussies now.
You know,
I hope, listen, dude, I hope that now that Donald Trump is the fucking president of the United States, he can start making YouTube less gay. I want Donald Trump to make YouTube less gay.
Since he put Elon in his cabinet, do you think he'll put Susan Wojcicki in his cabinet too?
She's dead. He can't. She's fucking dead.
Oh yeah, she did
died.
pass away.
Yeah.
I miss Susan Wojcicki, man. Even though people hated her, I miss that lady.
Certainly don't. Don't they have some weird guy now that's the CEO of YouTube?
I think it was like an Awesomeness TV fucker as the top guy.
For some reason, I want to say they have like an Indian guy as the CEO, but I don't know if that's true.
I think so. I just know he's like, route it all to T-Series. I love T-Series.
now that I am CEO of YouTube, I will make every YouTube channel T-Series. T-Series is my favorite YouTube channel. And
I'm so glad Mr.
yeah.
Breast passed the T-Series.
Yeah,
But I'm
dude.
also mad about how shit Mr. Beast has been ever since. It seems like every single thing in the past 6 months has been a negative to that guy's career, which is crazy.
It would be crazy if somebody did a Lee Harvey Oswald style assassination on Mr. Beast
in a video
on
game.
camera.
In a video game,
on
though.
cam.
In Fortnite.
But
Battle Pass.
Dude, I went to this World War II museum last Thursday, and maybe I talked about it on the show last week. I don't remember.
I don't think so.
But yeah, no, last Thursday I went to the Columbus area to the Mott's Military Museum right outside of Columbus, and I gotta say, my autism levels were through the fucking roof, dude. They had like a bunch of cool guns and shit. They had this Japanese Type 99 machine gun. I'd never seen one of these in person, but the little info card next to the machine gun said that a Marine picked it up at Iwo Jima on like the shore.
That's fucking awesome.
Higher than 50% chance that thing ripped a couple like GIs into pieces that were storming that fucking beach. Which I thought was pretty crazy. But no, it was pretty cool. They had like all the wars from like the French and Indian War, I think, or some shit, or the American and Indian War. I don't know. By the way, not that kind of Indian. Okay. Anyhow, it was really sick. They had, that war up into like the War on Terror. Like kind of the modern era.
Yeah.
So they had a bunch of cool shit there. They had a Holocaust section, which was kind of interesting. They just had they had some very interesting stuff in the Holocaust section. Like they had a Sonderkommando badge, which the Sonderkommando were Jewish prisoners that were essentially, like, I don't want to say hired. They weren't forced to do the work, but they were like, once you are our favorite Jew, you become the Sonderkommando. And these guys, they essentially would put the bodies in the incinerators, and they'd like clear out the gas chambers and shit like that after, the Nazis were done Zycloning the Jews. And then, they had that. They had like, they had like badges. They had like the Jewish currency, and that they had in the concentration camps because, of course, they just had to have currency there.
Yeah.
No, but one of the coolest things they had there was they had an authentic uniform of this guy from the Nuremberg trials, and it was his uniform that he wore throughout time in the war, and it was very surreal seeing that. And the whole place had a lot of surreal moments. A lot of posters of Saddam Hussein
that
everywhere
seems
at
about
the
right.
fucking
That's
for
accurate.
like the Gulf War.
That's accurate.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty sick place. Trying to think if there's anything else funny about it. I don't know. I just thought that the currency thing was like, I had to I chuckled to I was the only person in the museum too. There was nobody else there.
So you were just like me? Joker chuckling at the currency.
yes. Because I saw that and I was like, of course, they're in fucking they're in the Holocaust.
Yeah.
They're being exterminated, and they just had to have money. Okay, You can't write this shit. All
That's
right,
awesome.
you really can't write this shit. But no, it was yeah, I was having a bit of a Joker moment looking at that piece of
You
currency.
have that little
Um,
check card that says, "Sorry, I have a condition."
yeah, I
And
should have just
show it
brought
to the
that with me.
museum like
Um,
entryway.
yeah, when I walked in, there was just like some older guy
Hmm.
sitting there. He was like the only guy in there.
Hmm.
But then there was like an even older guy came out, and I was like, okay, so there's two people here, including me.
Yeah.
Uh, he I don't know. He asked me because I went to pay. He was like, "Are you military?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Are you law enforcement or EMS or whatever?" And I was like, "No, I'm just a guy."
You should have said you were in camp, but you weren't allowed to go forward with it.
No, I no. That would have made me seem like a fag.
Hmm.
Especially because both of those guys were definitely veterans. But
Hmm.
they were like, I paid and I was like ready to go through the museum, and they're like, "Hold on, we need you to watch a video real quick." And I was like, "Oh fuck me, come
History
on, dude."
lesson, bitch.
So they had literally probably like an early 2010s flat screen TV
Hell
hanging on the
yeah.
wall
Fucking
and a
Toshiba.
DVD
Hell
player.
yeah.
Yeah, it was yeah, I think it might have been a Toshiba actually. But they had a DVD player, not a Blu-ray player,
Mm.
specifically a DVD player. And so they turn on this video, and the video is like clearly shot in like 2006 or some shit like that. And it has the owner of the museum, and he's just like, talking about like, yeah, this is my fucking museum. I got a
Hell
bunch of
yeah.
fucking war stuff in here, like fucking we got like fucking dead guy stuff in here. We got fucking Holocaust currency and shit up in
Mm.
this
Mm.
bitch. We got all the fucking wars. You name a war, you fucking and
That's
the
so
entire
cool.
it was not nearly as cool as that. It was just him just kind of being like, "Hi, my name is Mr. Motts, and this is my music." And he's just kind of like, with the kind of like a Tom Pearl esque
Ah,
cadence.
yeah.
The guy that eats his own diarrhea. Um,
Yeah.
kind of a cadence almost like his,
Kind
and
of
the
a
entire
Ben
time.
Shapiro.
No, not even that. More of literally very similar to Tom Pearl.
Mm.
Um, but the entire time I'm watching this shit, I'm just like standing there with my hands in my pockets, and I have my back turned to these two guys, and I'm like, because like I had my leather jacket on, I had a fucking Slayer T-shirt on, like black pant, these specific jeans actually,
Hell yeah.
and I looked very out of place for just one guy going through a museum by himself,
Yeah.
and I'm just like watching this fucking video, and these two old guys are behind me. Just I don't know what they're looking at. Probably me to gauge my reaction about what's going on, and I'm like having to stonewall myself. Um, and yeah, the video ended, and I was like, they're like, yeah, enjoy the museum, and I was like, hey, thanks, guys. And the one really old guy was like, the first section is the American Indian War.
Mm.
And I was like, well, I was like, okay, thanks. But in my head, I'm like, well, I'd fucking hope so. Like,
It's like one of the
isn't this
first
shit,
ones. What do you mean?
isn't this shit supposed to go in chronological order? Like,
Where's that damn
but
Mexican
all
war at?
around,
Where is it?
yeah, they didn't have like a whole lot for like this. Well, they had some shit for the Spanish American War. They didn't have like maybe I just overlooked it.
Mm.
They really didn't have jack shit for the Korean War.
Weird.
And I really don't understand why.
Did all
Like,
the Koreans take it?
maybe I don't know because it wasn't there. I would never
Yeah.
know. Um, they had they also had like tanks and helicopters and
Oh,
shit. They
that's
had
so
like
cool.
two fucking airplanes. They had like a backyard basically.
Hell yeah.
Um, but I was like, the one chopper had fucking. It was You've seen Full Metal Jacket,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You remember the fucking get some,
Yeah.
get some. The only good VC is a dead VC.
Yeah.
They had one of those helicopters there,
Oh, that's
and
so
I was
cool.
looking at it, and the fucking thing had bullet holes and shit in
Yeah.
it. Like the thing had been shot at and stuff. I just, it was really sick seeing that. And they had like from Battlefield, the LVTs, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking pontoon boats, the front opens, like
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan, the front opens, all those guys get like ripped
Yeah.
up. They had one of those from like the Pacific Theater
Ooh.
that was actually used in the
Ooh.
Pacific Theater in like multiple, like a lot of landings,
Hmm.
and it was really jarring because they had it suspended or some shit. You could walk up the steps to like see, you know, where the pilot would be, and then like the inside of the boat, and the ramp is down, and it was super jarring for me to see that because it's like I wonder if like if these guys were getting off this fucking boat and some of them just didn't make it off.
Huh.
Like, am I looking at like I very well could have been looking at a guy's final resting
Yeah.
place in the standing room of that boat. It was very jarring.
The intro for Call of Duty World War II, you are getting out of an LVT. And
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
cutscene, at least like 12 guys in that LVT get fucked up.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Germans, they were getting their kill streaks. That's for sure. We'll put it that way.
I just know,
um,
like, making all your guys into a pack of sardines like that is probably not the smartest idea. But they also only had, like, limited ways of getting people on that land.
they did, yeah. They you have to think too because a lot of people are like, oh, I'll just parachute them in. Well, airborne regiments started slightly before World War II. So like the way that airborne regiments have been, since then, it's gotten more refined and it's kind of like it's a second nature thing for a lot
Mm-hmm.
of militaries. But back then they were just like throwing darts at the wall and seeing what stuck,
Yeah.
basically. Um, because the before D-Day even fucking happened, the 101st Airborne was dropped behind enemy lines, so that they could do some saboteur work and
Mm-hmm.
like killing people work, I guess. And no, they I don't know, the whole place was just really cool. They had sand that some guy picked up from Iwo Jima from the
Oh, that's
battle.
so cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what other cool shit they had. I don't know. They had like a canteen from like a Japanese soldier
Oh.
that had a fucking bullet hole in it.
Yeah.
So somebody shot that thing and it went into a guy.
Yeah.
Like it was like crazy shit like that I hadn't, because I've gone to like military antique shows and stuff because that's like my thing. I like that kind of shit. But never have I seen such a fascinating and like just really interesting collection of artifacts
Mm-hmm.
from various wars in one place. But yeah, 10 out of 10 experience, would definitely go back. I probably will at some point.
Uh, I'm gonna bring up a current event of today, the day we're recording this, real quick.
Oh, one more thing about the
All
museum that I
right.
thought was funny. Then you can get into that. They had a Japanese camera gun from
Yeah.
World War II,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why didn't America make that first? Like that seems like a very American, like,
If I remember right,
taking pictures. Oh, this is fucking boring. Let's make a gun out of
yeah,
it.
if I remember
Like,
right, Japan made the first camera. I might be wrong on that. It might definitely be like some random British guy in like 1820 something. But
yeah.
Japan loves to modify and change so much shit that making a gun with a camera on it in that time of year, or like in that time span, is fucking crazy. Just saying. That's a crazy thing for them to do, and
no.
it's probably very fucking efficient. Because you take a picture of the guy you're shooting at, and then you know exactly the location where he could be later, and then you shoot in that direction.
I didn't even think about that because, like, I don't even know, because I was looking at the fucking thing, and I was like, what is this even used for? Like, what do you need?
It's mostly recon, probably. It's mostly recon.
Why do you need to make a gun out of it? Well, you have to. Well, they had to like develop the film later.
Yeah.
So even that, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's a mix of recon and self-defense, I think. Because
Japanese
if they get caught, then they can use the gun. So it would help them defend themselves too. Because a lot of like Japanese photographers for the wars and stuff, they probably got their shit kicked in because they weren't able to defend themselves.
Dude, the Konica fucking goddamn, come on, Japanese people, get a real language. Konica Konishoroku Ruko Sha Type 89 Japanese World War II military machine gun camera.
Yeah.
It's a machine gun camera.
Yeah.
This thing is $4,000. Dude,
yeah, because
eBay.
It's from forever ago. It's a legacy item. If you have it, it costs a lot. It's like any rifle from back then, any musket, anything like that. It gains value over time. It's an antique.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know that. I don't know. I found that jarring. Anyway, what's the current event?
The current event.
What is going on?
As for today, the day we were recording this, is Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson on Netflix.com.
Is it free?
It is not free. It's on Netflix. It's bullshit. On Netflix. It's bullshit.
Not watching it.
It's like $20 a month now on Netflix. No one fucking likes it.
Wait, hold on. If I have Netflix, can I watch it?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a pay-per-view price. You just pay the subscription fee, and then it's there.
Oh, sick. Fucking sick, bro.
But, yeah. There's a 30-year age gap, but Mike Tyson has literally bit a guy's ear off before. So, I think I understand who's going to win this fight. But, if Mike Tyson was paid a bag by Netflix, he might lose on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if he does lose, everybody's going to be like, fake and gay. Isn't that what Ray William Johnson used to say? Fake and gay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what people's reactions would be.
He would do a fucking Life is Strange. That shit's hella gay.
That shit's hella gay.
But yeah, Jake Paul is calling himself El Gallo, which is the rooster. And about 2 days ago, he wore a red wig.
Oh, El Gallo.
El Gallo. I put down the L's. My bad. El Gallo. But, he wore a red wig, had a front end of a rooster, and then the tail feathers on his head as well. And throughout the past year, he's been making random training videos. And 2 months ago, he had a video where he had a giant fake stomach in front of him. And he was joking that he gained a bunch of weight for this fight that way too, which I thought was kind of funny.
It's like what was that girl that made fuck, what's her name?
Caroline Canonstar?
Yeah. He pulled a Caroline Canonstar or whatever.
Yeah. What's funny is that Logan Paul, he just had a kid, and his wife made a video of the month-to-month thing, and then he used a fake stomach at the end of the video to say that he gained a lot of weight waiting for that kid.
He was pregnant. He was like, just kidding, guys. It was me. I was pregnant all.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Jake Paul, or is it Jake or Logan?
Logan Paul had a kid, but Jake Paul is the one fighting.
Yeah, Jake. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. The Jake and Logan Paul are literally the same person. to me. They're interchangeable.
I just know Jake Paul is trying to be a legitimate boxer, but when you look at it, it's kind of like whenever KSI wins, he kind of just rigs it for himself to win.
Yeah.
I don't really see a universe where Jake Paul stands his ground in this situation with Mike Tyson. But also Mike Tyson's been out of the game for 20 years, so I'm not sure.
I mean, he's been training for the fight.
Yeah.
I think. And with him being such a seasoned boxer, I feel like yeah, because like you realistically can't go that long being a boxer. You're either gonna like get fucking Chris Benoit or something like that,
Yeah.
or you're gonna die.
Yeah,
or
a
something,
lot
or
of
you're gonna be like
CTE or you're
retarded.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think unless they rig it, I think Mike Tyson's gonna whoop that Paul boy's ass.
Gosh, if Jake Paul wins it and that's because Mike Tyson got a bag off of Netflix, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be so frustrated about that.
Has Jake Paul like actually fought in like a real boxing league?
He's had like 10 boxing matches at least, and he's won I think about 9 of them. I might be missing a fight there, but still.
Damn.
And then
that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's weird, right? Because you don't think Jake Paul's a boxer, even though he's been literally doing it for years, right? But when you think of Mike Tyson, the first thing you think of is the ear's gone. Let's have a rematch.
What if Mike Tyson, what if he goes full gorilla mode and he just fucking he takes the gloves off and he tears Jake Paul's fucking hands off and his face off and shit.
Holy shit.
on a live stream.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if
shout out real quick, shout out to my newest Instagram follower. Moon Pickaxe, my new Instagram follower.
Moon Pickaxe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Moon Pickaxe.
He might be a Minecraft YouTuber. I don't know if you should be supporting him too much.
Well, guess what? Friend of the show now. So if you ever want some funny, epic, dank memes, go to Meme Pickaxe. I mean, come on. He's probably got the best memes ever. That's why he's following this guy. He's following Cigarette fucking Tone.
Yeah.
Anyhow, back to what you were saying.
There is a small chance that if you keep posting stuff over time, you might become like a super micro celebrity, and then they'll put you on other podcasts and stuff. That'd be kind of
I already
funny.
am. I'm a micro celebrity to the 20 average viewers we get on this show.
That is true. That is true.
No.
And I'm okay with that. I'm impressed by that.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know. I was thinking about that currency thing all day today. And I came up with like other funny
I think it's funny that whenever Germany lost World War II, they had like a financial crisis right after.
Yeah.
I think that's really funny. The price of the franc or whatever just like killed itself overnight. And then they had to do reparations.
World War I.
I think so. Maybe.
World War I was
because they blamed everything on Germany both times.
Yeah, that was World War I. And yes, they did blame Germany for World War II, which kind of did.
Yeah.
There's a Norm Macdonald joke that I really like about Germany in World War II, where he's talking about how like, oh, everybody's afraid of China and Russia. You know who I'm afraid of? Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Because they went to war, and when they went to war the first time, they decided they'd go to war with the entire world.
Yeah.
And then
that's a daring country if I've ever heard of one.
He's like, then fucking Hitler came along and was like, I'm gonna wage war with the world.
That's so true, man.
No, I agree with that sentiment. I'm concerned about them Krauts over there in Europe.
Yeah, even though they try to wear lederhosen in the 1950s and 60s. I know there's still some weird shit going on over there.
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
Friend of the show, World of T-Shirts was in Berlin, Germany, actually.
Huh. I keep seeing him in random like collaboration videos. I'm like, how do you do this, World of T-Shirts? He was in a random he dating video the other day.
Yeah, he threw up all over the set too, which was kind of fucked. I'm serious.
I just know people. I
saw the fucking video of it.
People were screenshotting that he has holes in his neck now.
Yeah, he does. I don't know if he has them anymore. I didn't see any when I watched a video covering his Germany excursion, but he did at one point have like fucking monkeypox.
Yeah,
or some
he got
shit
fucked
like
up. This actually loops back to Fish Tank real quick, because apparently a lot of people are comparing Prisoner 3 from the Prisoner Experiment as Spanish World of T-Shirts.
Yeah, Mexican World of
T-Shirts. I kept seeing that shit. I that was the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that guy. I was like, huh. We're just missing the alcoholism. What's going on here? It was really
the
fun.
withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah. And they put in poor old Job as a prisoner, and then Bert bought his way into being a prisoner.
Did you say it was for 20 fish bucks?
Yeah, Bert put in 20.
That's a lot of money.
It's a highway robbery just to be a fucking prisoner. And then Alex B, he was just able to go in because they were like, all right, sure, you're just going to be prisoner X, and all you got to do is shut the fuck up and you'll be fine. And he didn't. He didn't at all. He was fucked from the beginning. 2 hours into him being prisoner X, he got in a fight with Connor, and he was like, fuck off, man. As loud as possible when he's supposed to be a burn victim that can't talk. Like, what are you doing? It was crazy time last night for Fish Tank.
Yeah, I wish I could have watched that shit.
Yeah, Dark Bird didn't do any, like, that didn't start up until midnight last night for me, so I wasn't able to watch that shit. But
I was asleep.
But apparently Bert has been convinced by everybody in the chat that Mizzy is a racist and hates him and wants him out of the house next week. And
that's hilarious.
And he just went off on her, and he was like, you fucking C-U-N-T. You fucking... Like, he was just going off.
That is amazing.
And I spelled it because I'm not sure about YouTube censors on these words.
Has Bert jacked off on cam again?
Yeah. He keeps forgetting.
I just wanted to make sure.
They
told him not to, like, a couple separate times.
Yeah.
He just keeps doing it.
So
that's
cool.
Honestly, that's like Alpha Chad and mogging right there.
Fish Tank has been like the main carry for most stuff I've been watching recently. Everything else, like movie wise, is kind of on the low. I think sometime this week there's some movies coming out, but I don't know any of the names. I know that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 comes out next month, and a lot of people are excited for that. So
I couldn't care less about Sonic the movie. I think Sammy, classic Sonic fan, he pretty much ruined any... Well, Chris Chan too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have ruined Sonic for me. I can't... Yeah, dude. I just feel like Sonic's for fucking... whoops, that didn't pick up. It's for people with autism is what I said.
Maybe.
That's like the target Sonic audience nowadays,
like, you can say that, but then you look at like Mario fans or anything Disney related fans, and you kind of get the same vibe in some ways.
Yeah.
Like, especially people Sonic, that like live at Disneyland. Like, what are you doing? You know?
Disney adults, I think I think if there is a Holocaust today, they would be
Jesus.
somewhere in one of the camps. And to be completely honest, who would give a fuck? Because I
A lot of
certainly would not.
people. A lot of people would. That's a lot of lives right there.
I would not care if they put
That's
Disney
like
adults in
that's
concentration
like
camps.
18 million people. Something like that.
Then they'll make a movie. They'll make a movie, Walt Disney's List.
Oh
right?
fuck! Instead of Schindler's List. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That's actually a good bit right there. They have had the rights taken from them for Mickey Mouse. So now anybody can make a Mickey Mouse related movie. And there has already been 2 separate spooky movies with Mickey Mouse this year.
Really?
Yeah. I have not watched either. I have not watched either. I don't even know the trailers. I don't even know the people in it. What I do know is that the Winnie the Pooh movie that was a spooky one last year got a sequel.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like the sequel too.
Yeah, I didn't watch that, but I watched Meat Canyon talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's apparently it fucking sucked.
A lot of people liked it, I said.
Yeah, there's like a Grinch. There's a Grinch horror movie too.
I didn't
It's like
know
in the
that
same
one.
vein. It's
I didn't know.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Trying to think.
If there's a fucking Powerpuff Girls spooky movie, I'll watch it. I'll say that. If they make a fucking horror movie of Powerpuff Girls where him, the devil representation, is like CG, monstrous, terrifying looking, I'll watch the fuck out of that.
That motherfucker freaked me out as a kid because anytime he was there fighting him, the episode would get like all weird and shit and like have like a weird color overlay and his voice would be like echoing and I was like,
yeah.
I'm 5. I don't know if I like this.
It was like outside of like Invader Zim in the one where he takes a bunch of kids' organs and eats them. Outside of that, I think him from Powerpuff Girls was the first spooky thing I've ever seen. Which is crazy.
Yeah. First spooky thing I ever saw. I don't know, probably E.T. That really fucked me up as a kid. I thought that little motherfucker freaked me out.
Is it because
I'd have nightmares about him.
Is it because he was raisiny? Like he's kind of wrinkly and gross looking?
I guess. And he made weird like goat-like bleats all the fucking time. And he had like weird gangly fucking fingers. But no, I still remember my E.T. nightmares that I had as a kid to this day. I can still remember like quite a few of them very vividly.
My first,
which is insane.
My first nightmare was very basic. It was a still image of Bob the Builder, but it kept getting redder and redder, and that was all that happened.
Like a creepypasta?
Yeah, I just had a creepypasta dream. It was literally just Bob the Builder, but red, and I was freaking out in my dream.
Bob the Builder, the lost episode, or whatever.
Yeah, dude. Just some fucking Squidward suicide type thing.
Yeah. Dude, and Bob the Builder kept getting redder and redder. And as
that's a 2-sentence horror Reddit story. I was watching Bob the Builder, but he kept getting redder.
And his feet, it started looking more hyper realistic as it got more red.
Yeah, he started looking more like a human over time instead of a claymation figure.
Yeah, I remember one time me and some friends were like, because we found Death Trumpet, which was a like a shitty pasta. I forget what the fuck they called him, but Death Trumpet was like the funniest thing ever for us. We were like 12 or 13 or something. And we started looking into these really shitty, like, creepy pastas. And there was one that was like King of the Hill, the lost episode. I remember very few details from it, except the fact that, like, it's like, then Peggy got shot into the air. When she fell, she died. And then the show did a close up on Peggy's face, and it was all bloody and hyper realistic. And I was like, dude, shut the fuck
Dude,
up.
when you put hyper realistic in any context, it's ridiculous.
Especially for cartoon fucking creepypastas. Wasn't there an Ed, Ed and Eddie lost episode creepypasta?
Yeah, it was
Wasn't
like
that real?
It was like Eddie had an older brother, like from the movie, but he like killed Eddie in the start of the creepypasta.
Yeah, I remember like there was like yapping online where they're like, yes, this was real. I remember watching this. They only aired it once.
Yeah, they were talking about the movie with the older brother, but they were saying he like went around and killed all the kids in the neighborhood until it was just like the kid with the braces or something. And I was like, this is a crazy story.
Yeah, I remember when I first read that, I didn't read it. I watched a YouTube video about it because readings for fucking losers.
Got him.
But I remember that one kind of tweaking me out a little bit because of the fact that it was like at the time up in the air if you were like 12 years old as to whether or not it actually aired.
Yeah.
And like I was like, man, I kind of want to watch that, but I don't want to be scared of Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and you know.
So I kind of want to see Eddie get his fucking head torn off his body. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, do I really want to watch my favorite characters die in a gruesome way? I don't know.
The Gobstopper, but his head pops off when he eats it.
The Jawbreaker. They kill Eddie with the Jawbreaker.
Yeah, the Jawbreaker. My bad. I was thinking of Willy Wonka. Because back when Charlie and the Chocolate Factory first came out in like 2006, there was a creepypasta for that too.
Of fucking course there was. Any fucking show, there's probably a lost episode or like fucked up version of it for like creepypasta.com or whatever it is.
Mr. Meaty with the fucking tapeworm, dude. That shit.
They didn't even. That
crazy.
Show didn't need a fucking creepypasta written for it. It wrote itself just by watching the show.
That fucking tapeworm episode is the most terrifying thing I watched when I was like 7.
Yeah, I remember watching that show and just thinking that it was boring. Like I didn't think it was like creepy or unsettling in any way. I was just like, this show fucking sucks.
You can't say that, man. It did though.
Yeah, I remember very little of that show. I can just remember being a kid and being like, this show is garbage. Why would I? What is this drivel that I'm looking at on the TV?
Well, this has been episode 44 yet again of Northwest Trenches Podcast. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep, have a good one, boys and girls.
Bye-bye.